We've got a Q&A for Subnautica 2. God, how long have I been waiting for a Subnautica 2? Look, I'm a big fan of both the original and freaking the sequel there. the one in the frozen zone. I enjoyed it. I love both of them a lot. Yes, I think the original game was a lot more meaty compared to Below Zero, but Below Zero was still good. I enjoyed it. I liked the story. There is no Subnautica 2. This is Subnautica 2. You're thinking of Below Zero. Below Zero was just like a kind of like Subnautica 1.5. Not that I'm saying it's bad. I like freaking Below Zero. A lot of people were complaining about Below Zero. I don't see it. I thought Below Zero was good. It wasn't as meaty as the original game, but I liked the story. I liked the characters. I liked the building in it. I like the new building pieces. I wouldn't call it a DLC, but it definitely wasn't Subnautica 2. But it was definitely I still say 1.5. Anyway, let's see what's going on here. This is a little Q&A. I have not seen it at all. I don't know what's in here. So let's find out. No, it's not out yet. 2 is not out yet. I'm going to tell you right now, if 2 was out, I'd be playing it. I would be playing that thing a lot. Really?
Hello, Subnauts. I'm Donya, the Community Manager for Unknown Worlds.
Hello.
And I'm Scott, or you might know me as Abraxas, the creative producer.
Hello.
The response to our first Subnautica 2 devlog has been overwhelming. We've been reading through tens of thousands of comments that you left for us, and as you might be able to tell by the title of the video, today we're going to answer a few of your most common questions.
Yes, please do.
And
I want to hear.
Thank you all for your enthusiasm and excitement for Subnautica 2. While we might not be able to get to everything you want answered today, stay tuned for more Q&A videos in the future.
The answers today reflect current development, so make sure to follow us across our social channels and our Discord to stay up to date. We're at Subnautica on X, TikTok, Blue Sky, Instagram, and YouTube.
And with that, let's get started. So, Donya,
I saw a peeper.
When is Subnautica 2 Early Access coming out?
Great
Next
question. We understand that you really want
Next
to
year,
know the
probably.
release date for Subnautica 2. We're not quite ready to share one just yet, but stay tuned to all of our social channels and on our official Discord.
If it was going to be this year, they would have said something about this sometime this year. It's most likely the early access is going to be next year. I mean, they really recently announced Subnautica 2. I don't even remember exactly when it was, but it's been very recent. They released the teaser trailer for it. So, yeah, we're not... I'd be happy if we got it to this year, but it's most likely going to be next year.
I'm the first to hear when it's available later in 2025.
Oh,
okay.
Wait.
Here's another one that people have been asking a lot. Will Subnautica 2 be on PlayStation, Xbox, or Switch?
Well, currently we're working on the early access release on platforms that support game preview or early access programs. So that's PC and Xbox. We do plan to bring it to other platforms, but when the time is right.
Fair.
So we've been getting a lot of really big questions, and one of those for Subnautica 2 is there multiplayer or co-op in Subnautica 2?
Looks like there's co-op. Looks like there's co-op.
So while Subnautica 2 is being crafted as a single-player experience, you can optionally play it in cooperative multiplayer with up to 3 friends.
Oh,
so that equals 4 total players.
Oh, Max. Subnautica 2 is 3-player. I'm surprised. I figured it was only gonna be 2-player. I figured it was just gonna be co-op. I would have been fine with it just being co-op, but 3 people, 3-player. Oh, this should be good.
Including yourself. You can still dive into Subnautica 2 as a solo player.
Oh, I'm doing solo play for sure. Hold on.
On the subject of solo player, dive into Subnautica 2 as a solo player. All players, including optionally play it in cooperative multiplayer with up to 3 friends. So that equals 4 total players, including...
Oh, yeah, no, you said 4. Yep. Okay, so it is 4-player. 4-player co-op. Okay.
Yourself. You can still dive into Subnautica 2 as a solo player.
I thought when she said just 3-player, I thought it was total. So it is 4-player co-op. Okay.
On the subject of multiplayer, Scott, will there be local split screen?
I'm assuming.
So while we won't be doing local split screen play, we will be supporting cross-play between both Xbox and PC platforms. And so yes, that means that if you're playing on PC, you can play with your friends on Xbox consoles.
All right.
One of the big questions I think people have been asking Donya is, how much will it cost, and is early access free?
No. It's who in their right mind is going to give early access for free, though? I've never heard of that. I don't think it's going to be $70 or $80 like some other games, but I'm assuming it's probably going to be like 40 or 50.
Like Subnautica and Below Zero, Subnautica 2 Early Access will be a paid experience. If you are an Xbox Game Pass subscriber, Early Access will be available on day 1.
Nice.
As for how much it will cost, we will be announcing that at a later date.
Fair.
But please keep in mind that our Early Access price will be lower than it will be at full release. Okay, another one for all of our VR fans. Will VR be supported?
Oh, God. I wish I had VR. However, I don't know if I would care for VR in the original Subnautica at all anyway. But, for those people that can take it.
While we're big fans of VR, and I have loads of headsets myself, we're not currently working on VR support, but who knows what could happen in the future.
I do think VR support would be a pretty good idea, especially for those adrenaline junkies, those horror junkies. I think that would be a really good idea. Subnautica is already scary as it is.
I think one of the questions we've got from players as well is, where's the setting? Is it still set on 4546B like the original?
No, they've already hinted. Well, look, if I'm wrong, I'm be happy. I want to go back to the planet, but it looks like it's not the same planet from what hints they've already released.
Games. What do you think, Dom?
No. So Subnautica 2 is actually set on a brand new world with all new mysteries, creatures, and experiences. So while you won't find the same things that you found in Subnautica or Below Zero, you will have some of your favorite tools.
Yeah, I figured.
Improved. Okay, here's another big...
Yeah. Oh, man, I'm sorry. Street cap it. I don't know how.
Big one. Will it support mods?
Hold on.
Like with VR support right now, our focus...
I'll take a look. I'll take a look after this.
...and efforts are on making Subnautica 2 the best possible game and experience it can be for our players. Our studio was formed from a Half-Life mod called Natural Selection. So whilst we appreciate and respect all of the work our modding community do, official modding support during early access isn't something we're planning for. But we are excited to see what the modding community come up with during that time anyway.
Yeah.
So moving on from questions, let's move to features people have been requesting, such as co-op with proximity voice chat, Donya?
I mean, it's nice, but I could take it or leave it.
So, proximity chat for co-op is a request that we've been hearing a lot across all of our channels. This is something that we'll need to take our time investigating. But while we're digging into that, we're sure that you'll be able to enjoy voice chat via Discord and other platform-based options.
Right now, we don't have it, so just use your favorite voice chat program. We don't have it right now. Just use Discord.
Launch. Okay. Things that people want to know as well, map size and depth compared to the previous 2 games.
Okay. All right.
That's a
what
good
we got?
one. The playable map size will be bigger than what we originally launched in early access with on the original Subnautica, and even below Zero's early access release. But just how big and how deep you'll be able to go over the course of early access, we're not exactly sure yet. The entire world is being handcrafted by a talented team of world designers and environment artists, and they're pouring everything into the world right now. We're aiming for this to be the biggest and most exciting Subnautica game ever once we hit 1.0 in a few years' time. And how would you navigate that world? Well, with vehicles. And we've had a lot of people reach out about the Cyclops and Seamoth and even the Sea Truck from Below Zero. What do you think, Donya? Are they going to show up in Subnautica 2?
So we know how beloved and iconic the Cyclops and Seamoth are. We've heard and read all about your love and appreciation for them, and we love and appreciate them too. But while they won't be returning for Subnautica 2, we're working on new vehicles that are designed in the same spirit, just more suited to the brand new environment they need to navigate. And though a big sub won't be ready for the start of early access, know that the team is hard at work behind the scenes crafting one.
Okay.
Speaking of crafting,
new building, new
bases
vehicles.
And base building specifically, what is that going to be like in Subnautica 2?
Yeah, we all know you love base building. You may have caught a tiny glimpse of some of that during our first early access vlog, and we've been working on making base building better with more customization than ever before. You'll be able to make bases with shapes and in ways that you've always wanted, whilst keeping the same beautiful Subnautica aesthetic. We can't wait to see what awesome bases you're all going to create. And create you will. But what about character customization? What do you think, Donya? Are we going to have character customization?
So at early access
Probably not,
launch,
right?
You'll be able to select from a handful of pre-designed characters.
Yeah, as I kind of figured.
You know how important it is, especially with multiplayer, to have some freedom to express yourself as your character. And while that won't be something that we'll be introducing early on in the early access journey, it is something that we're keeping in mind.
Okay, good.
Okay, so this next section doesn't really fall under questions or feature requests. I think it's more like general concerns or feelings that people are having about just the general Subnautica series. And so one thing we've been hearing a lot is that, players want Subnautica 2 to feel more like the original Subnautica, so Subnautica 1.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure what... This one's a little vague.
Yeah, we've heard from many of you that you want the game to feel more like the first experience on the first Subnautica, and we've learned a lot of lessons from Subnautica and Below Zero, and we're pretty confident that we're improving on both to make sure Subnautica 2 is a fitting follow-up to those games. We're focusing on all of the amazing moments that the power of player discovery can deliver, as well as creating the atmosphere that provides the same sense of awe as diving in for the first time did.
I just want them to continue the story that they started in 1 and 2 and 1 and Below Zero, dang it.
We're also returning to having a silent protagonist in Subnautica 2.
No, it didn't bother me. The protagonist from Below Zero, it didn't bother me that she talked. I was fine with that. Whatever, it's fine. Let's go.
That doesn't mean that we won't have the opportunity to showcase some amazing voice acting in PDA entries and in other areas.
Okay. It wasn't
And
that big of a
heard
deal.
that you're all excited about multiplayer, but worried that it could dilute the Subnautica experience. What can you say
Really?
about that, Donya?
Really?
Yeah, I mean, Subnautica 2 is being crafted as a single-player experience that you can optionally invite your friends to play alongside you. So while we're trying to create those feelings of isolation and terror that were beloved in both Subnautica and Below Zero, how that will feel in multiplayer is something that we won't really be able to predict. You know, everyone's experience in multiplayer will be different. But if that feeling of like isolation and terror is kind of the most
just play it in single player
to you,
Just play it in single player.
Back into single player mode to preserve
exactly.
that feeling.
If you don't want to play co-op, don't play co-op. Just play single player.
Well, that's everything we've got time for today, so let's wrap things up. We want to thank you, the community, for joining us on the journey towards Subnautica 2 Early Access.
And don't forget, you can still ask us more questions and provide feedback or any thoughts that you're having about Subnautica 2 on our official Discord and across all of our other social platforms.
And we do have a new dev vlog on the way, so keep an eye out for that in the coming weeks.
Yeah.
So stay curious and keep diving.
I'm looking forward to it. I really want to play it. I am a little disappointed that we're not on the original planet, but I get it. I do want it to continue the story that they started in 1 and Below Zero, which I hope it does. But from the sound of it, it sounds like it's not, which is a little disappointing. But we'll see. We'll see.
Who is spying on men hiding in a bush?
Nope, not you. But we'll see. We'll see. The main thing is that no, god dang it. Stop. Step. The main thing is that I kind of figured there would be changes, specifically since we are not on the same planet anymore. That's fine. I get that. I am a little disappointed about that, but that's okay. I do want them to continue the story that they had started, but it seems like we might be doing something completely different. I don't know. That's my main concern. But hey, even if it's just completely different, completely throwing out everything that happened in 1 and Below Zero, and it's just a completely separate story from everything else, I'll just accept it, because all I really want to do is I want to build, I want to explore, and I want to conquer the oceans. That's all I'm hoping for. We'll see.